Day 6, which is not the end yet. I didn't know I had a mirror here.
Why so jittery, Dankovsky?
Mirror? What broken mirror? I don't remember breaking a mirror. It's Yakov Little, my assistant. I've got one of those now. Where did he show up? Where did he even come from? There isn't even a school here. I didn't ask for an assistant. And I didn't ask for him to climb into the jaws or to plague with me. I never asked for this. You're new, right?
Whispered wishes wither when winter winds waken.
We'll get that wascally wabbit. So they put him down as Vasily, but then his passport arrived with the real name, Flat. So the orderly corrected it to Flat in half the places, but forgot the other half. And on the photo itself it says Basil in red ink. See, three options. First, you can do it properly from the start. Second, if an unfortunate mistake does occur, it's easier to start a new file for the patient. Corrections are a recipe for disaster. It'll only create more confusion. And third, maybe you don't even need to bother. Relatives will put all the right details on the tombstone. Thank you. I'll do that. We'll do just that next time. As advised by a chief bureaucratic specialist that said he had no relatives, none at all, only a little boy who hung around. Oh, you're awake, dear doctor. It's such a tremendous honour. I'm your designated assistant, Yakov Little. I don't think I've seen you around before, Yakov Little. Can you report what's happening here, aside from the confusion? I'm a busy man. This is so embarrassing, but I've been trying to catch you for 2 days now. Today I began my attempts at the crack of dawn. I left you notes, tried to see you in person, but that's neither here nor there. Our hospital is emptying out, Dr. Dankovsky. No two ways about that, alas. Did all the patients decide to die? It's hard to explain. You have to see for yourself. Your patients, dare I say it, are getting cured. They're crediting some miraculous young woman for it. Fucking changeling. And yet, notably, the number of plague victims in town isn't decreasing. Just who's that girl? Where did she come from? Did she have the sandpest too? I understand you're a busy man. Your secretary has already explained it all. But if I'm allowed to, one piece of advice. One piece. You really should stop by the hospital. We can't manage without your guidance. You're saying some astonishing things, Yakov. What do you mean without guidance? The good doctor leaves before dawn every morning and returns late at night. Brushes off any inquiries. Where else could he possibly be disappearing to if not the hospital? It's not my place to question my superior. Man, I've got to walk all over the place. There's all sorts of things shit I've got to do. It's probably fighting the plague. I am putting all my efforts into fighting the plague, and you failed to protect the hospital while I was busy? Unbelievable. Don't get me wrong, it's not necessarily bad that people are getting cured, but they're dodging checkups. What if there's no real healing, just the effects of mesmerism? All our people, patients and orderlies alike, hang on our every word. You should see, take a look at the girl who's causing all this commotion. The chief physician hasn't visited the hospital once, not a single time. I cannot believe it. All doomed to misfortune. Ah, because I skipped day 5. I did that on purpose for this sort of thing, though. Your stage whispering could stand to be a little louder, Heron. I don't think they can hear you on the other side of the Gorkon. So in the first game, I'm told that, like, the other two characters are obviously just doing their worst. And it's sort of nice that that's not the case anymore. When you're shirking your responsibilities, other ones step up. Sort of. What's that? Oh, where did you arrive?
Villainy everywhere. Alexander is the only honest man in this town.
Hello, Katerina. You know, Dankovsky, when Alexander told me he signed an outsider doctor to fight the plague, I questioned his decision. But now I see he was right. You're doing very well. Yeah, I got an extra day. Such blatant flattery. People usually lead that way when they want something from me. You're right. I have a very delicate matter to discuss with you. You might have met the local children, not the ones that neither live in the Polyhedron nor run with Knockin's gang, I mean. Yeah, I remember. Murky, Sticky, there's another one. Shrimp, I think? Such funny names they have. Those children, yes. There was a problem. No one has seen them since yesterday. Usually around, always around, but now they're just gone. Into thin air. I'm not the only one who noticed. My neighbours did too. Something's wrong. I'm meaning to ask you where they might be. Why are you so worried about other people's children all of a sudden? What other people's children? There are the nasty rumours going around town about my daughter, Clara. People say she had something to do with their disappearance. It's not true. I'm ready to testify under the oath that Clara is innocent. If you suspect anyone, if not Clara, then who? Are you familiar with Anna Angel? Sounds like a stage name for one of Stomatin's dancers. A horrible creature. People say many things about her. For example, that she was once a part of a travelling theatre troupe. She used to kidnap children and sell them. I've not handed out any more. She's not asked for any morphine. But her husband said that she's on morphine, but she's not asked me once. So I could, why do I keep getting options to be like, fucking drug act? Are these suspicions all you have on her, or do you actually have any proof of her involvement? I personally saw her talking to them in the hindquarters yesterday. The children were on the playground, and she came up and spoke to them, and then they disappeared. Post hoc ergo propter hoc. After this doesn't mean because of this. Children disappeared after talking to a woman who's known for kidnapping children. Isn't that enough for you? I don't know. I'd like to hear her side of the story first. Have you talked to her? Of course not. I can't. She wouldn't tell me anything. She knows what I think of her. What makes you think she'll tell me then? You're a doctor from the capital and the people respect you. She must know about you. Must have heard of you. I believe she will confess if you press her. Today she was seen at the Broken Heart, Martin's place. She goes there sometimes. The pub then. Fine. I'll go pay her a visit. Right, I must scour my house for drugs.
You'll think of something, won't you?
You probably, what's the word I'm thinking of? Sorry, Manic Dream Pixie. It's sort of weird that there's one of those in this series, sort of. A better written one, but still. Manic Dream Pixie Girl. You probably want to ask whether town's fragmentation is Simon's design, and not a flaw in your perception. You remember our conversations in the wrong order? No, in the right one. I remember everything correctly, unlike everyone else. Simon was a teacher to me, I suppose. He taught me calligraphy, piano, and dowsing. I don't think he considered me an outstanding student, though. This is making me, this is really, a lot of this is really impressive. It makes me want to play the second game again and actually, not be shit at it. I.e. reload and not die constantly. Although I could just, turn all the damage down and just do the story. Why did he teach you? If Simon and Isidore had so many students, I think it was more important to Simon that I agreed to live in Stillwater. It's a difficult house. It exhausts most people, and out of gratitude he showed me things here and there. Maybe he was studying you. I think that's, yes, I think that's projection there. But, you think so? That would be flattering. I would have gladly done anything for his research. To study a person without their consent is to treat them like an animal. It's disrespectful. You know how people sometimes say a person of integrity? Simon believed that integrity and wholeness limit a person. Now this has become something greater. One must first stop being a monolith. It's fair enough to realize that you're made of cells filled with bacteria, but a person can't be reduced down to just those things. The Canes also believe in memory. They believe a part of a person is the imprints they leave on other people, places, objects. That the more of your trace settles on them, the less you're imprisoned by your body or your lifespan. I often address myself in second person in my thoughts, as if there were more than one of me. It's hard, isn't it, when everything gets mixed up? But then again, it should be hard. Trial requires exertion. Is this the path Simon laid out for me? I don't know. What difference does it make? Would you be able to step off it now, if you wanted? Of course not, but for a moment it was nice to imagine that my neuroses and exhaustion were not the weakness of my organism, but the designs of some great sage.
Keep quiet in the library. I don't want to hear this.
No patients, hard to believe that everyone's cured. Doctor, my schmauder broke down. Doesn't work anymore. Can you fix it? What's schmauder? Cures the sand pest. You take some schmauder and you're right as rain. Your tummy aches a bit. There's some blood in your mouth. You haven't explained what kind of medicine it is. Cat's fly and crow's foot made it 5 years ago. There are others, but cat's fly and crow foot are the ones I know. You crush it and mix all the pills you get to schmauder. Cures everything, even the sand pest. But doesn't work no more. Isla swallowed it and died anyway. Can you fix it? You're a doctor. How intriguing. You played at curing the plague with a mix of crushed pills. Do you know which pills? I'm not catchfly. She'd know. I doubt that your play medicine has any effect, but I can't rule it out. Give me a schmauder and I'll study it in my lab. We got ourselves a schmauder! To hospital. Give the plague my hands. The children? Is that because they're poisoning each other with schmauder? Where's my cool stuff? Material examined. Box of some kind of crushed pills, harmful. Children believe it should cure the sound pest. Where did you get this mixture? Even an adult's body wouldn't withstand such side effects, let alone a child's. We're gonna need forgot to check the clock. Where's my shrouder? Did you fix it? Tell me, girl, where'd you get this shrouder? Who told you it fights the plague? One knows it fights the plague. Last time we beat the plague with shrouders. Previous epidemic was 5 years ago. Weren't you just a toddler then? Ask Matthew. He'll tell you. Oh, but I shouldn't have told you. He made me swear not to come to you. He promised to smash windows in your hospital. He thinks you're a Shunak. Shunak? What does that mean? Well, you thought we didn't know. You don't cure people. You take their blood to drink. No one gets better after they see you, so you're no doctor. They take the blood to analyze it to make vaccine for the plague. Schmauders beat the plague last time. Catfly and Crowfoot saved the whole town. Was it not Isidore Burakh? I love that I'm arguing with a child. Defeated the plague. Master Burakh helped, but it was Catfly and Crowfoot who invented the Schmauders. Where do they live? I'd like to talk to them. Not far from here, in the alley behind the theatre. I don't know if Catfly will make Schmauders for you, though. She says you're a swindler who drains people's blood, but doesn't help anyone. Just want to talk to her. Last thing I need is a poison being sold as a remedy.
Cracking, screeching, living.
Where's the extra mirror?
Vision. Their answer is in mirrors.
That's a different mirror. The mirrors have moved. That's interesting.
Never alone. Things everywhere.
Gee, that one's mighty ugly. Whose idea was it to put this nastiness everywhere? Was scared enough that those towering wooden things. Should put something up nice and up instead. They say scarecrows ward off all things unholy and unclean. Not doing a great job with the unclean ones then. Haven't had a bath in a week. Here I am. I know. They're to scare off birds, right? It's obvious. Birds spread the infection, so they keep flying, keeping them away. Such nonsense. What evil do birds ever do to anyone? Birds are God's own creatures. Any infections bounces right off them. Ma. Let's go, Ma. I don't want to be here. Ma. Hey, Ma. As for your bird theory, it's interesting, but alas, erroneous. Keep wagging your tongues. It's plague effigy. It means the infection's already here. They've locked us up like rats in a plague nest, waiting for us to croak. We've got to run before it's too late. Think you'd get very far? The steppe is like a sea. You can't cross it on foot. You ever seen the sea? Tramp? Follow the track. You can't get lost if you follow the track. Doesn't crossing the steppe on foot sound scary to you? Town is scarier now, especially with these scarecrows. And look at them, you might as well abandon your home and huff and run. Listen to your son. He's the only one among you who says sensible things. How old is it? Oh. Oh. I see. Heard there's some humanitarian aid being distributed around here. Unfortunately, I don't know if anyone does that at all. This is a disaster. Grief was the last decent person in this cursed place. What we've got to do with this food families, I can't remember. No, Shamil, don't you go there, it's going to kill you. They say yesterday, at the range, it tipped a bull's spine right out. Think of how strong it ought to be to tear out a spine easy as picking a flower. So you say it killed a bull? You reckon it's going to stop eating once we're out of bulls? No shot, a wild beast is always fixing to rip someone's throat. If we don't put it down, it's going to come to town after our children. Now, I know you. You're that doctor that gave our town on a platter. Now tell us, doctor, we've got a beast all but roaming the streets killing livestock. So why aren't you dealing with it? As you pointed out, I'm a doctor, not a hunter. But if that beast injures or infects someone, send them to me, otherwise it's not my job. What do you mean it's not your job? You're not so happy to grab power by your sweaty palms, but as soon as you smell a wolf's breath, you're out. She's going to protect us from the wolf. She's huge, 20 feet tall or so. Never seen nothing like it. Wolf my butt, it's a bear, I'm telling you. You seen them claw marks? Paws as huge as a skillet. Paws like a bear too. But it lives underground, digging them tunnels, pulls you down, then picks your bones bare. It's man bear pig. I see the bear wolf mole, most dangerous predator. It's because it's scarcely anyone seen it, and them who did wouldn't live to tell. That thing's as quick as a shiv. Before you know it, it's dragging you into its lair and gnawing on your spine. That's why I'm telling Shamil, don't go to the cemetery. Ominous. So the beast settled at the cemetery. Train cemetery. It's out in the sticks, along the rails past the station. The thing that even fixed itself a nest. We hear it every evening. Well, last time I went there, I almost died because of the fucking albino running at the moon, scratching its back on the metal. You intend to hunt it with sticks and pitchforks? You think it's funny, Doctor? Go on then, laugh. I've been laughing myself until I heard the ghastly howling with my own ears. Wherever this beast came from, it's going to slaughter us all, I'm telling you. Calm down. I'll inspect the train cemetery and determine the appropriate response. Maybe the patrolman dispatched there. if needed. In plain sight.
Every creak, like a gunshot.
Not seeing them. It's Burakh. Thought I was nobody, marker under the boots of broken straw, but she said, "No, Burakh, you're a human being. Raise your eyes," she said. "Stand tall. Walk like a man with dignity." Didn't believe it at first. Rather falls for every kind of nonsense, mesmerism, radio waves, now mad girl healer. But then my eyes were opened. For once, my father found a true miracle. Of course, I believe. Look at me. My new man. Yesterday I was just a walking pile of rags and rot. You know how cloth dries in open sore, how it peels away. You claim you're cured of the plague at the terminal stage. I was. Then the little Saint Clara laid her hands on me. The rot cleared right up, like water washing away mud. It was warm, gentle, not like that butcher shit doctors love so much. I think it's 20 quid. It said it was cheaper if you had the second game. So I bought the second game and it wasn't cheaper, but it was still on sale because it just came out. So I got it for but I think it's like 25 quid. Permit me to examine you. I need to collect samples. Your recovery is unique. Might hold the key to the vaccine.
Signs follow Maria like iron follows a magnet. It's uncanny.
Save your breath, Doctor. These people are beyond reason. The legend of St. Clara travels faster than the infection itself. I think they had a lot of writing to get through. The ward is empty. No one wants to come in. But I must say, she did do something. She walked in, suddenly everyone felt better. The dying got up and walked out. Is it mass hysteria? Told ourselves we were no good. We deserved to be punished. We were taught that we were scum of the earth. But that girl, she brought us good tidings, she said. The only ones who suffer are those who let fear scream louder than love in their hearts. It's touching, humane even. Poetry won't stop the plague. Listen, I was a skeptic too. Doubted Clara until the very last moment, but my father, who went blind years ago. He was ready to believe any miracle monger, any pipe dream. Never missed the chance to toss a coin to a beggar, trade a few words, which isn't how he heard of her. Now his sight is back. Spontaneous recovery is not unheard of. Hysterical blindness can reverse itself. It's too early to call it a miracle. He's a butcher, a vivisector. Don't listen to him. Uses our suffering in his studies, writing his thesis or something. Just raw materials to him. Look at his face. He isn't happy the town is saved. He's mourning his damn thesis. Spread the good news, folks, and ignore him. No one is setting foot in this slaughterhouse again. I would welcome a cure, but I will not celebrate mass lunacy. It's Jakob's neighbour, Dr. Dankovsky. Oh, I'm so lucky you're here. My housemate's gone off his rocker. Moves furniture at night, claws at the walls. Can you sort him out? What do you mean, claws at walls? My housemate was ill with the plague. Then he recovered. Started moving furniture like crazy, clawing at the walls. What do you mean he recovered? Are we talking about the same plague? The sad plague? Sure thing, Doctor. The one and only. Jakob fell ill with it 3 days ago. I'll go into the dark wood, he says. The wood will cure me. So he goes and comes back in the morning, healthy and jolly as a moose. But something's going on with him at night. Where did you find a wood around here? Did you call it dark? Is it the name of some village, Darkwood? Ain't got a clue. Didn't think my mate would pull through. Thought he went to the step to die, and lo and behold, he returned. It's not him anymore, though. It's some creature wearing his skin, pretending to be Jakob. Give me your hand. I'll check your pulse and body temperature. Right as rain. Jakob, he behaves like he's been smoking weed. He moves furniture at night. Barricaded the door, as if he expects someone to come for him. See beasts in the shadows. He makes those weird sounds. Please visit after dark and take a look at him. Or at least listen to him. I'm begging you, Doctor. Saying he fell ill 3 days ago. He's still alive. Perhaps another case of intercurrent illnesses. But at night.
Words are neither priceless nor worthless. They're only their purpose.
You look distraught, Bachelor. Something happened? Who on earth are you? What are you doing here? You would have known who I was if I could see what's right before your if you could see what's right before your eyes. I can't speak. 2 days ago, I was sitting on the hospital stairs waiting for you. Wanted help. You walked past me like I was not there. I'll have to come back 2 days ago, I guess. Oh, so you're St. Clara, the patients are talking about. I am, except they're not patients anymore. I healed them. Not enough to heal people. I need patients to develop a vaccine, to understand the nature of their illness. What's the point of healing them if tomorrow they're going to get sick again and return to their cots? It's a problem with you, medical man. You don't give a damn about people. Diagnoses are all that interest you. Maybe that's why the patients hate you. When was the last time you showed any compassion? When did you comfort anyone? Care about patients' health, not their mood. Look at the people. Come out to the square and just look at them. They're healthy, they're alive. Isn't that what matters? Let me get this straight. 2 days ago you were waiting for me, I didn't talk to you, and you got so offended you decided to sabotage the hospital's work, is that right? Decided not to look for a compromise, so neither did I, until she saved everyone on my own. All I needed to do was talk to you 2 days ago and nothing of this would have happened, I see. Stuff. Wonderful stuff. My stuff now. A new model. Do you happen to know if there'll be a funeral? Someone close to you pass away. Say Grief was killed. Okay. I'll try again to see if I can find them. Guessing it's just the wrong time of day.
Yourself.
I like him. It is spooky. Hello, James Soft. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to find something. I've lost quite a lot of health to doing that. There we go. You know what, I should probably... It's probably in the same place every time, so it's probably worth loading my game. That's the Shabnak Mara. Oops. Oh, that's where I want to go.
The sleep of reason produces monsters. Probably not a great idea to keep a sample of the plague, but I'm also right next to the two people I need to talk to. It has saved though, so we'll see if I start dying or not.
not hear this?
Play Freebird. Double check. Before she died. Oh, it's an angel. Oh, lots of people here today.
Stand there like a statue. I feel as though my blood is getting thicker. An omen, is it not?
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. Enter the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor, my beloved. The Inquisitor, you say? I'm not afraid of her. I don't want you to think I am. Not afraid of her. So that's one thing. And two, I'm not afraid of her at all. What I'm saying is that fear has nothing to do with it. She's not coming as an Inquisitor, but as a sister. She's not coming to see them. She's coming to see us. And here we have a conflict of interest. If the Inquisition was any use in the first place... I've never seen you like this before. I can barely make out what you're saying. Tomorrow, Aglaya Lilich, an Inquisitor, is coming to the town. What does the Inquisitor want with us? Inquisitors are trained to solve unsolvable problems. The almighty powers that be send them wherever a situation calls for a non-linear solution. But unsolvable problems are seldom solved without bloodshed. She'll leave no stone unturned. Whatever we've nurtured, she'll uproot. Whatever we've grown, she'll drown. Whatever we've hidden, she'll drag out into the light. I'm somewhat familiar with the Inquisition's methods. Had it been a different Inquisitor, I would have said they were coming to solve the plague, to find a formula of salvation, a task at which both you and we have failed. But that's not the reason that Aglaya Lilich is coming. Why's my bot not working? Then was it? What is? Destroy Simon and Nina's work, I suppose. No matter where you look, this entire town's Simon's work, or Nina's, or Victoria's. That's exactly my point. What can a single Inquisitor do against it? Aglaya Lilich is Nina's sister. Maria believes Aglaya is driven by envy, by her all-or-nothing approach, but with a rational twist. Nina was life itself, in all its vicious glory. She had so much life inside her, but there was none left for Aglaya. She's a walking formula, and formulas don't like it when the rules are broken. Yulia Luricheva was a walking formula, but she was a part of the Architects. I don't know how to fucking pronounce that word. Yeah, it's like there's extra face, just to add more model. Can't build a new world by relying on intuition alone. We should combine calculations and scholarships with visionary, daring ideas. Polyhedron would never have floated in the sky if we hadn't doubted the forces of gravity. Thanatica is based on the same ideals, doubt death's inevitability, so I take biology seriously. Aglaya can't stand the very concept. Does she envy Nina? I don't think so. I think she despises anyone who dares challenge their own doom. She will arrive tomorrow, and she will do everything in her power to screw up both our lives. Come on, let's have a drink. Sure. Anna, are you kidnapping people?
I'm afraid of undressing. What if I should spot something on my skin?
I mean, fair enough, but I mean, what do you want? Don't touch me. I said don't touch me. She brings us... Hang on.
Easy, I have no intention of touching you. I just want to talk. Take a step back and keep your hands where I can see them. There's a rumor in town that children have gone missing in the hindquarters. Perhaps you may have heard of it. And who are you anyway? A journalist or something? Daniel Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. Pleased to meet you. Step away from me, will you? Bachelor of Medicine. Barging into the pub like that. Immediately pestering me. I didn't. I spoke to someone else first. Do you at least have any candy on you? Or should I be worried? Only a few days ago these kids were out playing. Now they've disappeared. The neighbours are very worried. I've been asked to find out what happened. What does that have to do with me? Am I the chief of child supervision now? Do you know Katerina Saparova? Ah, so she's the one who told you that story. There's no yarn that she won't spin for a dose of morphine. By all means, keep listening to that bitch anyway. You'd think a doctor of all people would know how an addict's mind works. I do know, but I'm trying to figure out if she has any motive to slander or frame you. What bullshit did she feed you about me? Maybe I eat children and make lampshades out of their skulls, huh? Not in those exact words, but that was the general gist of what Saparova said, yes. Wait, so you came to me and just blurted all this out? Why? I don't have time to be a detective and a doctor. Just tell me why Saparova was so suspicious of you and I'll leave. Well, I had this stint with a travelling circus. I was a gymnast and a barker, and there were some children who performed with us, yes. And maybe some of them started off in the audience, and some of them never went home afterwards. It did happen. It was a long time ago. Suppose the lumberjack hangs up his axe one day, then years later a tree falls in the forest. Surely you wouldn't say that it fell because the lumberjack was swinging his axe around in his past life, would you? If I was told that the tree fell in the forest and the lumberjack had been seen in its vicinity the previous day, you get the idea. It's a similar situation with kidnappers. My head was killing me yesterday, but the children were being so damn noisy I asked them to go play somewhere else, that's all. Besides, I couldn't have kidnapped them even if I wanted to. Have you seen those nasty little urchins? I wouldn't touch one with a tightrope. Walker's pole. Disgusting. So you asked them to leave. Did you send them towards a specific place? Yeah, I told them to go to hell. Feel free to look for them there. I thought they've got the point and left. I woke up this morning to the sound of creaking swing and children laughing again. So here I am, because at least there's no kids running around the pub. Wait, you saw the children this morning? No, I heard them. Like I said, I couldn't bear listening to the awful swing creak again. So I said screw it and came here, the only place in town little rats can't scurry into. They get away with anything they want at this point, even their own parents walk on eggshells around them. I'm gonna go check. Don't go anywhere. New decree idea. Use quartz lamps to disinfect public space.
Feeling. Wasn't long ago he was on his knees begging before me.
Yes. What? Oh, they're talking upstairs. I mean, the town, all the herb rides kind of look like that anyway, so you don't necessarily have to come to the pub to see them. Okay. It's going to be the albino again, surely. I should prioritize doing
The dude's right there. We'll go right... Oh, fuck. The problem is if I go there, then I'll go there, and then we're like another 3 hours away. I guess I can just load back in, though.
As if things are animated.
That's a drawing of the albino. Children of here, no one's such a long time. Well, fair enough, he wasn't lying.
In every shard, a new me.
Oh, did I go in the wrong house? Oh, hang on, where the fuck did you come from? The 47th time, go away, leave me alone, damn you.
I won't touch you, so don't touch me.
Clara, what are you doing here? I guess you'll show up when another life is pulled. Tell who to come out. There's nobody else in the house, and if there is, they're reluctant to show themselves. Perhaps it's because they don't trust you. It's a special approach for every creature, but your director's train service. Hiding behind the door, I can hear him suffer. What are you both talking about? I live in this house alone. Just me and no one else. I had a housemate, but he died of the plague 3 days ago. It was you who asked me to take a look at him. You found me in the hospital and told me that Jakob recovered. You're driving me crazy. I never asked for no such favours. Did not go nowhere. I have no idea who you are, mate. Get out of my house. Could you explain these sounds? Where did they come from? If no one else is in your house, do you not hear? Go away, Doctor, but leave before it's too late. Everything here is fake. Do you crave more illusions? Go see Shabnak. She misses you, poor girl. Right now you're getting in my way. I'll manage on my own. You got in my way. Manage what? What's going on here? Man went to the Black Wood. Man came back. This is bad. Wood is the root of another world. Alone I cannot heal. The Black Wood claims men and gobbles up their souls together with the plague. Pulls them inside its maw. Must uproot it. This is why I came. I am a changeling. I can deal with shoots of a different world. You cannot. So I have to assume, because I know Clara, is she Clara? Was a little underdeveloped in the original game, and I remember very little of her in Pathologic 2. But obviously, having made this, they presumably have ideas for Pathologic 4 and what her actual theme is. Shoots, another world. You heard about one thing, this is beyond my comprehension. Do as you will. I need to kick some bins. Owner collapses, the board of life. And she's held by prayers. Central. Yeah, I can't be there. Papanada. Fire.
It was quiet in Thanatica.
There's a raid! See some motherfuckers!
Migraine. Yes. This is migraine.
It's not your grain, it's my grain. I've yet to see the rare fishies. That's how rare they are. Today, Vlad the Younger, Olgimsky, sits in a Twirene den, apparently. Kick this bin.
I could use some quiet.
He could use some quiet. He's not getting any. I'm here to investigate some missing children. A lady might have kidnapped them. Don't know why that's our job, but this is what we do now. So we're going to Anna Angel's house. Yes, interesting experience is certainly an apt description. So the way it works is Pathologic 1 and 2. Pathologic 1 was like a 2004 game or whatever it was. And you entered the town as either the Bachelor, the Haruspex, or the Changeling. And you had to go through 12 days of like an escalating plague. But not only were you a doctor, you had to survive. You needed to eat, you needed to drink, you needed to stay alive. But not only are you doing that, you are visiting people in the town and doing quests. And so the original game was all sorts of like really long fucking walking about and lots of like obtuse Russian dialogue, through like philosophical dialogue, so the storylines intersect, and depending on who you chose to play as, you meet different parts of the town, because as the Bachelor you get to meet the important folk, whereas the Haruspex meets the real important folk, i.e. like different sets. Pathologic 2 was essentially a remake of that, but you only played as the Haruspex. So you had to kind of go on a vision quest at a certain point. You had to try and pick up the herbs and try and mix the antidote. I didn't do a very good job of that. But as the Pathologic 3, you are the Bachelor, and it's again a remake of the first game. But you are a skeptic, so you don't believe in any of that shit. You're going to make a vaccine. But there's another rub, which is time travel. We don't play the game in order, there's a meta story about us being investigated for why we failed the town, and we are remembering each day. And so when we remember each day, we remember all the decisions, all the stories that we did, and all the decisions we made within those stories. But we can use future information to go back and change old storylines. We can go back to previous days. So yes, I would say it was quite an interesting experience.
I'm all damp and washed out now.
I mean, it makes sense because you were to play the other games efficiently. You did have to keep loading your game anyway. So in this game, you no longer can. You don't have to eat or drink because you live. So they set you up somewhere to live. So you get to at night you eat and drink and sleep. But you keep vacillating between manic and apathetic, and if you ever hit one of those sides, game over. Apart from not game over because you've got time travel. So really, the game over is if you run out of amalgam. What's amalgam? Well, you get it from smashing mirrors. Yes, I really liked. I did play Zero Time Dilemma, the second one, and I will say, all those games could do with smoothing out things you repeat every time. In this game, when you replay a day, if you finished a quest line, it's done. Though the sort of issue with that is, one with the mirrors, it's very easy to just load the game because the mirrors save as a separate thing. So if you smash the mirrors, it's smashed. But if you just smash it, load your game, it's unsmashed and you can smash it again. And I don't know if that's on purpose because of how mentally broken this guy is. But yes. And the fact that certain characters sort of, like Eve, there's a Manic Dream Pixie girl called Eve who in the original game did die in back to the storyline, but now it's sort of about, can you save her? And she seems to remember the conversations out of order, i.e. the order you're playing the game in, stuff like that. So there's extra stuff going on. There's also, because you're being investigated, because you came to this town to cure death, and you did that by trying to find an immortal man, but unfortunately he's died. He got murdered, as well as the guy who told you about him. Also, he might not exist, and also lots of the things in this town are physically impossible, like the polyhedron. But what was I saying? I was doing something and my brain forgot it. I should kick a bin, that will help. But oh yeah, your assistant, because you've been like being interrogated. You're telling stories. That's how you're able to switch days. But while you're here, you're like, wow, it's like I'm in two places at once. But she's just like, no, you've not been here for hours. You've been here for like absurdly. You've been here for days. And she keeps saying, please don't come out as a different person. The implication being not that you're remembering things wrong, but that the process of remembering might be changing you. So saving the town might damn you as a character. So there's like the original two games did have like these weird extra layers on top as well, like the implication that you were ultimately playing a computer game. Yes, I really like that they changed the graphics to everything, because they didn't have to, but like I like that. Like they're all wearing black, and at first I was just like, is this like Final Fantasy 15 where everyone just looks untextured and like you couldn't be bothered to draw everyone? Which isn't true. 15, that was their flag color. It still looked rubbish though. And it's like, no, it's just we're interpreting everything differently now because we're the Bachelor. I was like, that's clever. My favorite interaction so far is just a bit of simple writing actually, where because you've got to take over the town because you have a sub. You can now. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you get to tell off Vlad the Younger for like running the town, because you're going to run the town. And you get to say to him, are you even a doctor? Did you even get a degree? And then like the next day, you go to see the architect who built the polyhedron, and it's just like, hey, there are children living up there. Is that safe? And it's like, are you even an architect? Did you even get a PhD? And it's like, fuck, am I this asshole? It's like, yes, of course you are this asshole. I'm really curious if the game knows the conversations. If I didn't take that option with the Vlad, would I have gotten that with the architect, the Manning? And I did. Like, I'm curious what they're doing because there's two architects. And yes, prickly prick will bury us all. I enjoy that you're sort of rewarded for being an asshole because it makes you more manic. But I liked seeing a mirror of myself going, oh, is this how I appear to everyone? Do you know half the town is searching for you and your friends? Wow, half the town is playing hide and seek with us. I should tell J-Bud, she'd be so surprised. You're driving me crazy. Look, nobody's playing hide and seek. Okay. With you, everyone's worried that something bad happened to you. Something bad happen. Something bad did happen. Playing hide and seek and Sticky kicked me out. He said I was peeking, but I wasn't. Now they're playing without me. Do you want me to speak with him? Tell me where Sticky is and I'll go right away. I hope Sticky's not dead. Can't tell you, Bear said a hideout everyone knows about isn't a hideout anymore. This is fair enough, to be honest. No, I'm not taking that option. Anna Angel already asked me about Candy. Bear? Now who's that? Our new doctor, right. Burakh, he's a bear. Of a man, indeed. He's getting better at reading metaphor, though. But anyway, where is your hideout? How do I know you're you? Maybe you're the Bokholdoi. What's a Bokholdoi? Bear says Bokholdoi fears neither fire nor death, and only fears one thing. That's fairy stories. That's why Bear tells us fairy stories when we sit around the fire at night. Scares the Bokholdoi as well. Well, I'm not going to be able to finish this because I need to be more friendly to Harrow Specs on like day 3, or learn something on a later day and then do that. Alright, go ahead, tell me a fairy story and you'll see that I'm not a Bokholdoi. I'm not afraid of fairy stories. No, you tell me the fairy story. Haha, I want a fairy story. Fine, a fairy story it is. Any special requests? 3 days ago, you listened to a hazelnut, started telling a story. I did, and the game has remembered. This is what's really cool. So this is reacted to how I did a previous quest on a day 2. I deliberately did day 2 twice to get all I could out of it and fix my mistakes, and then I deliberately jumped to day 6 so I could have the long gap to see how the game reacted to that, because I was worried like I could try and do it in order and that'd be the most boring way to play, and also it's clearly wants me to go back and forth with things anyway. But I like that like the hospital has been empty for 3 days and the game's like, yeah, well Clara's there now because she noticed you've not been healing anyone. 3 days ago you listened to a hazelnut starting telling the story and never finished it. That wasn't fair. Bear says stopping a story halfway through is a dastardly thing to do. So yeah, there's definitely I would really like to see like how complex that is, because a lot of games, Disco Elysium included, is illusion. Disco Elysium is good at guessing what you'll think, but it doesn't necessarily react to everything you do. It's just well written. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it's you know that personality test where it's gonna pick you regardless. But like that just there, I could have missed that conversation and he wouldn't have said it. Yes, I remember that. It was about Lilith and Quirky. So it would have given me this conversation, but it wouldn't have given me this reply. Or maybe it would have, but I wouldn't have known the context. I'd need to test. Yes, I want to know what happened to Lilith and Quirky. Tell me. Or your Bokholdoi. Alright, let's go. Lilith and Quirky, you say. Once upon a time, in an old town at the steppe, there lived a sister and a brother, Lilith and Quirky. They had 2 friends. Their names were Wayward and Zippy, obviously. Yes, exactly. Thank you, little girl. Well, one day, a shaman named Bavai came to town. Just bear again. People gathered in the town square, and the shaman Bavai showed him his skulls. Almost. showed them his magical moving tattoos. Oh, it was, yes, that's what he said. Black skulls clacked their teeth on his chest. Snakes slithered on his skins and his shoulders to his neck, and all around his head. Black balls grazed on his hairy back. But that wasn't all. Quirky looked close to the tattoo on the shaman's chest. What he saw... Quirky's not Gull. Quirky's Maggie. It's Quirky. Yes, precisely on his chest. Quirky saw a tattoo of a boy wandering through the desert towards two figures. They were his mum and dad. Later that night, Lilith and Quirky were sleeping in their hideout. A quiet sound woke Lilith up. She looked over at Quirky and even thought it was dark. She could see the tattooed black snakes crawling around his neck. Frightened, Lilith took Quirky to some water to wash the snakes off, but... the bait snake bit her. Yes, the tattoos wouldn't come off. He's telling his own story regardless of how I say. One of them crept over onto her palm. Quirky hit his sister and disappeared into the water, so she dissolved in it. Lilith didn't know who to turn to. The town only had one doctor, an incredibly handsome fellow named... That's a bit on the nose, Dan. Mikhail Mayakovsky, the very one. There's a lot to say about him, but the most important thing you should know is that he's a good person, definitely not a Bokholdoi. And this dashing doctor examined the magical tattoo on Lilith's palm. Oh, the tattoo is just evidence of the plague. Shook his head gloomily and clicked his tongue like this, which usually didn't bode any good. What was the deal with their mum and dad? The doctor told her that the images of mum and dad Quirky had seen on the shaman's chest had been bait. The shaman, Bavai, had infected Quirky with a terrible sickness. The sickness of remembering and missing her loved ones. He'd done that to lure Quirky out into the hideout and snatch him. Now Quirky was walking through the steppe, right into Bavai's giant shaggy bear paws. The Lilith had to... chop her out? Follow Quirky's footprints? In order to find Quirky, Lilith had to let tattoos cover her own body, whole body, and that hurt a lot. So to make tattoos grow faster, the great doctor gave her a bottle of ink? Not bad. Yes, Lilith drank the ink. Moving tattoos covered her entire body. A map of the steppe appeared on her stomach. Lilith set off on a journey to find Quirky. She walked through the steppe for a whole day. Yes, she walked through the steppe for a whole day, till all of a sudden tattooed footprints began to appear on her skin. Tattoos seemed to run around her body. They were footprints of... children. Yes, indeed, the invisible child's footprints came off her body and walked onto the steppe on their own. Lilith followed these footsteps, which led her to Bavai's lair. She went inside, and as soon as her eyes got used to the gloom, she saw... Quirky. Exactly. The shaman had made Quirky his servant. There was a boy sitting on the ground trying to make a clock out of a pair of cogwheels. The shaman was feeding on his misery. Only Lilith could defeat the shaman because he was a good storyteller. She knew that the story was what a Bokholdoi feared the most. See, he's paying attention. So she began to tell him a story about a girl named Murky, who played hide and seek with her friends in her hideout. But the children in the hideout were in danger. That's not true, they're safe. You can't know that. You and I just characters in the story Lilith is telling. That's so that she can kill the Bokholdoi and rescue Quirky. Wow, amazing. You definitely know Bokholdoi, mister. Bokholdoi could never come up with something like this. So will you tell me where that hideout of yours is? I will, mister. What a wonderful story. I got to tell Sticky right away. Then he will let me play with everyone again. Our hideout is in the factory. The factory looks like a turtle on the map. Our hideout is right below its left flipper. That means it's not far from here. I'm going to go and have a look. Hope your friends are still there. Cool. Yes, and that's the game in microcosm. One story is about the other story, which is about the one story, which is about the other story. It does look like a turtle. Okay. I don't have time to do that. I have to go home. This story took a long time. That's such a... Is there anywhere else I could mix it? I could mix it in the theatre, couldn't I? Can I mix it in the theatre? Ah, poor fuck, going for there. Okay, that first one's a straight line at least. I'm willing to sacrifice the story, because if I can get the Shabnak... Well, it's going to be harder to get the Shabnak, and I've already got half the items. Oh, it's nice that it let me go for both.
Once Dankovsky, now 1,000 fragments of Dankovsky.
So many Dankovskis. Focus of infection must be eliminated today while the projectile lasts. I could do a pushing a swing as well. Right, which district was it that we got attacked by the Shabnak? I think it was that one, because we had to go over there. I mean, we could just load our game. Also, I'll be right back. I'll be 2 minutes. Sorry about this. I've returned. Yes, this is the right one.
Quite the imagination you've got, Dankovsky.
Where are you? Let's not get the plague. Might have been that one.
I don't like this.
Shabnak, besides, you've subdued her for today. The town is recovering from the plague. She will await you in other days, but she will be stronger. There we go. That's important. I think you have to do that every day. And I have to collect the cabbage and then do the launching. I don't know what the button is. I had to look it up online, but I pressed number 3. Yeah, we still need to... I don't know how to do that bit, but we should look for those children and possibly go there. We have time. We've got like 4 hours now. I need to take off the projectile. Oh, he's got the wrong thing on, but I don't know how to turn it back on. Fuck. Okay. Seems like cheating to me, but whatever, I'll take it. Might be a little bit late for the children. Under the factory. My damn leg. What am I going to do? You're imitating a heron? I must say the resemblance is striking. What? A heron? What are you talking about? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Why are you standing on one leg? Don't ask me. Ask the town hall. You heard the new decree. They've abolished time. I was mid-step when the order came down. Now we both stopped in our tracks, both time and I. Can't even scratch my nose. I don't get it. So time stopped. Why should you? But solidarity, of course. It's the only decent thing to do. Stand along with time until they release it. Right, let's hope time returns the favour when time comes. No, they said the factory. You know, there's a plague! How can they be under the factory? Okay, I have to assume it's too late for the children. Oh no, I found him.
The stomach isn't a mirror. Fill it with hay, no one will see it.
Hey, you, how did you know where we'd be? No one ever comes back here. Tell me, Imshin, have you ever heard the story of the rat catcher of Hamlin? No, who's that? No matter, you haven't heard it, so whatever. Why the hell are you hiding the children? They're searching for them all over the town.
Enough blabbering.
Wow, this hideout must be awesome if they can't find us. True enough, I promised my father I won't abandon the children. So he's bound to the children, so that makes sense that that's what he's doing. Oh yeah, I haven't even looked at that for ages. His final wish was for them to be protected, and hiding them was the best way I could do that. Oh, bloody hell, everyone's reading it today. There's this concept you might have heard of. It's called reputation. Sharad Lagatatai. Hello. Hello, Marks. Mars XD. Hello, Dexy. Hello, Raiders. I did what I have to, like I always do. The children needed saving, so I saved them. Send them to the polyhedron. There are lots of children there already. If I understand correctly, it's a perfect isolation ward. Plague won't get them there. I don't like the polyhedron. The tie, it's not safe. I see you're not just a doctor, but an architect as well. You clearly know your polyhedrons. I don't, Shen. I try not to deal in the unknown. I prefer this riverbank to the polyhedron. It's abandoned. Almost no one comes here. I've checked all over. This is the safest place. Tell me, Jaybird, is Bear treating you well? You can tell me. He sure isn't. He's making me study my letters and count. I hate it. It's so boring. Tell him. Guilty as charged, Your Honor. Well, Burakh, I see I worried for nothing. It's that secretive nature of yours. You look like a killer. People already spreading nasty rumours, and this will only make it worse. That's why I want you on my side, Shen. When the time comes, you can support me. You know I haven't kidnapped the children. Fine, I promise. Thanks, physician. They're still looking for the children. Though, if I were you, I'd tell the town they're fine and you haven't kidnapped them after all. You have a point there. Sticky, go to Sabarov's in the road and tell them I haven't eaten you. Oh, that's him talking. Hi, sir. My decision echoes in the future. Ah, it's like Zoro and Sanji from One Piece, but if they were in depressing Russian fiction instead of Japanese pirate anime. They're exactly the same. Okay, I don't think... I could try and check there. We could go try and see the monster. It's just going to hurt me, though. That's what monsters do. Also, I could do a calming down. I do have some drugs. Lots of drugs, actually.
More blunt. Not so sharp.
I like that we spend, like, there's at least one character that all we do is just say, no, you can't have morphine, how dare you? It's for me, it's my morphine. Might want to heal ourselves. It's perfectly fine if you mix it with strychnine. So I'm told. There are lots of people here right now. Save here. This way. Well, last time I went down here, I got drained of all my health. And I have less health this time. I have to be on the train track, don't I? Probably not the best time to confront a monster. Junk to trade with children. I'm just gonna stand around there. Dead iron things. Just take a look and immediately back. Did I run? With a revolver, it's stronger than any local evil. Bear, human beast, there's nothing to fear.
Too high strung. Forgot that there's so much of the world. Tired of this noise.
They're sort of balancing each other out. It's a shame I can't see shit. Probably should.
Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant. The town dribbles.
We're gonna run out of time.
Boiling, cracking, screeching.
Looting.
Living.
Something to loot. Well, if there's anything here, I can't see it. Where the albino went. Maybe that's just the sound the albino makes. Probably shouldn't. I believe the day ends in 15 minutes. Is that a mirror?
This is it.
Time to talk to Eva. The end of the day has come in which a scene unfolds.
He was exhausted, dead tired. Kept saying, if I fell asleep, no one would wake tomorrow. It's like he was frightened of going to sleep. Felt he had to write to rest. So what were we to expect from such a man? He who never sleeps ends up sleepwalking. An exhausted helmsman spells a ship's demise.
So, now what? He's not standing in our way anymore. We can finally act precisely like we see fit.
In our way? Who's we? I have my own approach to the sandpast. So do you. Be on your way.
What matters is that he would be on his way back to the capital of his.
Okay. Is this because I'm getting this because I just skipped 4 days and therefore did nothing for 4 days? If there's anything else about it. This is a neat way of doing the theatre gimmick. Where's she gone? Oh, I forgot to review the decree. I'll do it tomorrow.
The day is over. The end draws ever closer. A new pantomime is rehearsed here.
I know, I saw it. Such a quiet, peaceful day today, almost ordinary, as if life has returned to its usual course, even amidst all the grief. Didn't feel that way to me. I'm still running around on endless errands. You know, Maria told me today would not come, but it has. That's happiness in itself, isn't it? Yeah, I had a conversation like that with Maria too, yesterday, or well, and some other impossible yesterday. Maria fascinates me. She doesn't like me, but I still admire her. But she lives by all or nothing. She doesn't see the possibilities that reveal themselves in the twilight. It's good that you do. Why doesn't Maria like you? I don't know. We've never quarreled. That's what you mean. I think she doesn't understand how someone can live my life, not striving for anything, not rushing anywhere, just gazing at what's nearby and basking in that beauty. You approached me with something like that. I don't believe you're not striving for anything. I've seen people like that, or nothing like them. Sometimes I do feel empty. There are so many people around who strive to fill the whole world, to leave their marks everywhere. I don't even like it. The music is too loud. It interferes with what's hearing their ears beyond the wall. I'm not empty. Don't think about it too much. Better tell me, what will you remember about this quiet, ordinary day that came after all? Today I had to tell a very little girl a very long fairy tale. I didn't expect that for myself. That's a nice answer he gave. Fairy tale? How wonderful. I think something breaks inside a person when they stop wanting to hear fairy tales. Tell them. I ask because you never know what tomorrow will bring, or if the storm really does come after the calm. Then it's better to hold something from today tightly in your life. I'll hold this conversation in my fist. It will be my talisman. 100 Omar. We can review them. We have a day 7! Because of the, presumably because I defeated the Sandpest. Aww. Not available at the end of the day though. Where's day 12? Or does it have to be pushed forwards to see day 12? Cost a lot to go to day 1. Costs quite a lot to get to day 7.